the money and bounces over there. The Astros have done it. The Astros have done it again in 2023. The kings of the American League West remain the Houston Astros. 6 consecutive full season titles and 6 of the last 7 years.
We didn't know where this road trip was going to end up, but this was one of the possibilities. The Astros took care of their business.
And the Astros hold on to a 1-0 win yesterday. And that
33-year-old All-Star team after a 9-year gap between appearances, which was the longest in NBA history. Check this out. Holiday has made all defense 5 times in the past 6 seasons. Joins the Celtics squad that has quite a busy offseason. In June, they got Kristaps Porzingis as part of a 3-team deal that sent Marcus Smart to Memphis. In July, they gave Jaylen Brown richest contract in NBA history. And after getting Holiday today, they're now plus 450 bet to win the NBA title.
Call Joe McCormick.
Tim Wakefield began
Calling
his
Joe
baseball career
McCormick.
as a light-hitting
Mobile.
first baseman in the Pittsburgh Pirates minor league system. By the time it ended, nearly 2 decades later, he was better known as a 2-time World Series champion and a iconic member of the Boston Red Sox. Roberto Clemente Award winner, and thanks to his signature knuckleball, among the most unique pitchers of his era. Wakefield died Sunday with brain cancer at the age of 57. The Red Sox posted this statement on social media, quote, "Our hearts are broken with the loss of Tim Wakefield. Wake embodied true goodness, a devoted husband, father, and teammate."
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
He did so much good
281.
Our deepest love and thoughts with Stacy, Ryan,
Guardian, the trials of Osiris have returned. I am your tournament organizer. Come, fight. I wish you well. I am glad to see you reach the best.
My heart is broken right now, because I will never be able to replace a brother and a friend like you. Rest in peace, my brother.
Every day I look at the help.
You said this was going to be hard.
You're actually enjoying this, aren't you?
I told them many secrets between us.
I love you.
These classics are $3 or less to celebrate 59 years of your old friend Arby's. Never experienced Arby's? Why, hello there. It's your new friend Arby's.
This thing is awesome. I know. I bought it using the cash rewards card from Yankee Federal Credit Union, and it's cash back on every purchase. Honestly, I can't imagine where I'd be without it. One word. Got it. Reeling in fish. Eating fish. Fish in the sea? Movie. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
At IHOP, we're flipping up more than pancakes. With our new menu, vegan waffles, burgers, sandwiches, and more. There's always a way to put a smile on your plate. Only at IHOP. Download the app and earn free food with every order.
It is too bad the sundial has been decommissioned. So many others could be saved. Osiris must have good reason.
When I travel through time, I never know where punched the Nazi before. For muscle cramps and spasms, Thero works into a complete so get back at it. For fast muscle relief, Thero works. Try Thero and get back at it.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save.
I know you've been thinking a lot about tonight. Big part of this is it's all about hope. Hope is something I think you'll find a lot of tonight.
United States, just for you and your eyes for a core efficient workout. And you can only experience it on Total.
Smile Direct Plug is a great way to straighten your teeth at home. They help you get the results that you want. My own son is actually a Smile Direct Plug patient. I would highly recommend it.
Start your doctor-directed care at SmileDirectClub.com.
I see.
Collection of
What the golden
yes, for some brands. Details that your mark with the nice selection. Shop now at its Brands.com. Publishing licensing everything. Sports Center is brought to you by John Carter. Our purchase counter. It's the most insane story about ordinary people in Wall Street at its own game. Exclusively in movie theaters now.
Moving back to the Sports Center, let's avoid the parking lots and settle this on the grid. So Italy, final round of the Ryder Cup Team Europe comes in 4 points. This cup on the Wallace and John Rahm and Scotty Sheffield. Rahm 1 down, 89 feet. Rolling up within 9 inches. Look at this. It's like a magnet in the bottom of the cup. Europeans still have whistling streaks from 2 years ago in their minds. Biggest disaster since the 70s. But that puck gives Europe within 2.5 points of the cup. Now Sam Burns is worried about the 17th hole. Burns trying to extend the match. That ship, puts Burns ahead. Even that afterward takes down the Burns and moves Team Europe within 1.5 points of the cup. The U.S. will try to hang on. Matt Fitzpatrick, Matt Nolan. Reigns.
I remember him.
Passes that guy. He's got some heat for the Americans. Brett McCollum is clutch. Europe misses out on a chance to close it out. Half a point from the cup. So we got Brittany Fowler, Tommy Fleetwood. The U.S. needs to win all 4 of the remaining matches. This time, we're getting wet. That's in the water. Tough break for the Americans. That was on par 4-16, and after driving the green, Fleetwood only needs to hunt for the cup. Let's see what he does here. Looks good at first. And lags just within a few feet. So as Fleetwood walks up to mark his ball, Fowler concedes the hole, which also concedes the Ryder Cup to Europe. Fleetwood celebrating, the fans. Of course, you know they're going to celebrate. Oh, we got a godlight on the dude for a reason. Is he going to get wet too? Confirmed. Even with the sneakers and all that, that's just gross. Continues to celebrate. Skull. I don't know. But Rory McIlroy was also celebrating with the crowd too. Listen. Captain Luke Donald, Team Europe. Lift that trophy as they are 2023 Ryder Cup champions. On the other side, Tommy Fleetwood.
I was probably more relieved than anything. I felt pretty comfortable there. That was the thing. I was always kind of, even though it was tight, I was always really in control of the match. It's just that the occasion was very, very big.
I thought if I could birdie 17, that I was going to have a putt to win the Ryder Cup. That's what I was thinking. For certainty, I was thinking, I'm going to have a putt to win the Ryder Cup. It's going to be amazing. But thankfully,
everyone at the start of the week was talking about, you want to get revenge. You want to get revenge on the US team. And this wasn't about revenge. This was about redemption and showing what we could do. I've said this for the last probably 6 or 7 years. Anyone that will listen, I think one of the biggest accomplishments in golf right now is winning an away Ryder Cup. And that's what we're going to do that day.
Every day I look for the helpers. I see the heroes among
win streak as a host nation, and the Ryder Cup is now 7 straight. The U.S. hasn't won on European soil since '93, led by Tom Watson, Greg Cup, and David Slum III. The Ryder Cup returns in 2025 over that fate in New York. The U.S. has won 3 of the last 4 Ryder Cup tournaments on American soil.
How will the West be watched coming down to the final day of the season? We know who's in the playoffs,
But seeding, the AL West, the 2 seed, the 5, the 6, so much at stake. On the final day of the season, we'll run it down next.
Jersey Mike's freshly sliced cheese right in front of you. Yeah, terrific. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. Oh, hey.
What are you doing out here?
Many people don't know that here's a light beer. Huh. It is a light beer. 90 calories, 21 grams of water.
How are you going to tell people?
Wow, burn there. Unexpected. Light beer.
Are you looking at 4x4s on cars.com again?
No.
Whenever you look at 4x4s, you turn into the version of yourself that drives a 4x4.
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Really?
I was thinking of something more sophisticated. Oh, fine. Take the beer.
2 million cars, 2 million possibilities. Cars.com. 15 minutes. Kitchen Nightmares is back. It's a new yeah, oh my god. Sometimes the kitchen's sucking dry. This is ridiculous. A new restaurant on the ropes. I need you to step up. This shop. Has 40 wheels in it. This is your kitchen.
If it doesn't change, it's out.
We see the heroes of mine.
Let's look at another thing. Every state was messed up on the wall of the house. Shut it down. All these kitchen nightmares. Put it in on fire.
At Granger, we're the ones that pay attention to everything. Offering access to product experts to help quickly and easily find the key. Call Granger.com for just that. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Love the way you look with Men's Warehouse. For every good day. From the best man to the best dressed gal. Shop designer looks. It's you, your style, your day. Men's Warehouse. Love the way you look.
For the first pick in the Jersey Mike's Tatum Box draft, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the stuff's going to go. So,
The Jersey Mike's Tatum Box. A simple plan. Fought for 162 games. Now your shot at glory is anybody. Thin line between moving on and going home. The moment is here. This is the MLB Wildcard Series. Begins Tuesday on the networks of ESPN.
Guys, does it seem like you've lost your drive? That you just can't push yourself like you used to? You're not alone. When motivated,
If only you were with us at Twilight Gown, the problem of Aramis would have been solved long ago.
This is great work.
A free bottle by texting right now.
regain your edge and unlock your full potential as a man with a Rep Testosterone Booster.
Don't wait. This free bottle offer is only available by texting DRIVE 312-345. That's DRIVE to 312-345.
Hey, we're back on Sports Day. The next makeover continues. The winning announced about Joe Walker, now returning manager for a third season in the dugout. It's been a disastrous year. The next skipper they hire will be their fifth in 6 years. On Monday, the team is expected to officially introduce David Stearns, formerly of the Brewers, as their new president of baseball operations. This is the final day of baseball's regular season. After 161 games, we still haven't been able to decide the American League West. Rangers win or an Astros loss gives it to Texas, or reverse. An Astro win and a Rangers loss gives it to Houston. So how did it shake out? Astros Diamondbacks. By the way, why is this really important? Because the division winner gets the 2 seed. Yeah, the 2 really important. You don't want to find it the 5 6 hole. Kyle Tucker. Yeah, ruled the triple. The field destroys Astros lead 6-0. Tucker is actually very quietly going to lead the American League in RBI. Thank you. Who led the American League in RBI? Could you have said Kyle Tucker? Wow. How about that? How sloppy were the Diamondbacks on that sequence? And Tucker runs home. It's rule the triple with the fielder's choice. Any way you look at it, it's ugly. Diamondbacks are headed to the playoffs themselves. Jose Abreu. Astros win 8-1. So Max, if that is combined with the Rangers loss, we're going to talk about bringing the Astros. Well, I guess we didn't go to
There you go. So 5-4. Marquis Perez pitching for the Rangers. Dominic Canzo, the base is Chuck. Chuck to the first. Video low. Sets on first of out. Throws home. The tag is just late. Mariners score. Eugenio Suarez slides in. That's professional work. Just ahead of the tag. Roundout gives the Mariners 1-0 lead. Runs will be tough to come by. Marcus Semien going down swing. Seattle trying not to finish one game out of the wild card, but as we said before, you already know the results. For Seager, he lost the batting title by basically one at bat. Chris Garver flying out to end the game, and Rangers lose them a 5. He gets shut out by the Mariners. 1-2, nothing. Astros win combined with the Rangers loss gives Houston the AL West crown. Coveted by ALDS. Texas falls to 5 seed. There's no one to be there. No. They'll play the Rays in the wild card round. It's going to be tough. The other wild card matchups, the AL Central champion Twins host the Blue Jays. As for the National League, the Diamondbacks loss locks them into the 6th seed. They'll travel to Milwaukee to face the NL Central champion Brewers. The other wild card matchup, all NL East showdown. 4th seed Phillies. Hosting 5th seed. Busy, long game.
Even though they were clawing from behind, it's not a surprise to see them there again.
I care about your opinion of me. Look at me. What about me would make you think that I care about your opinion of me?
All that works to get yourself into this position. You have to win the book. You have to win the World Series. That's what you have to do.
And yet, given what the National League looks like between the Dodgers or potentially even the divisional series against the Phillies, perhaps, we'll find out. We're going to run through everything. We're going to ESPN2, more baseball time there. We hope you join us.
It's sports. The Dolphins racing the football with the Bills rely on chemistry to reroute Miami while Zeke is back in big game faces and boys. So with the ace of
How many first-time candidates we'll see? There's all these teams that are left over commanders. See the market contended right now. The Rams, San Francisco, Kansas City, to a certain extent there in Central. Hey, the 2023 Roberto Clemente Award presented by Capital One recognizes a player who truly represents the game, positive contributions on and off the field. Learn more about the nominees from today. Scan that QR code or head to MLBtogether.com. We'll come back and turn our attention to
I called 10 people today. You're the only one to call me back. I called 7 people today, and you were the only one to call me back.
I paid you for that.
Yeah. ¿Cómo te fue ayer? No. I'm so happy, Carla. I'm tired porque tenía los sobrinos de ayer and they're ahead. I'm so tired because I had my nephews last night and they drained me. Yeah, so I had them over, and I went to my mom's, and she knew I was tired, and she let me fall asleep in her bed, dude. And I knocked out for 2 hours, and it kind of sucks because I missed half of the game, the Astros, and it was a big game. It was a big game. So guess what happened? So Astros clinched last night, right? Along with the Rangers, right? Which we're going against, like we're competing against them, the Texas Rangers. And they both celebrated, I can see. Y pues los Rangers, they haven't been to the playoffs since 2016. So of course they're gonna celebrate with champagne, beer, and party all night. You know what I mean? And Astros being still one game down from the Rangers and have a potential to win the division against the Rangers. They're not facing each other. They're playing different teams, right? But still. So being such a dominant powerhouse, been there, done that. You know what they did last night when they clinched? They toasted with the bottle of Moet. Like everybody had a glass, and they did cheers to each other, and that was it. Yeah, because they knew they had a game today, right? They played at 2. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So Rangers partied all night. Astros just did a little toast. They congratulated the scheduled playoffs. Ahora jugaron los de Rangers y los Astros. Rangers needed to win, but they partied all last night. And they fucking lost, dude. And the Astros, they won. And they stole. So imagine this. You're in first place. Because baseball's long. It's 162 games. The Rangers were in first place for 161 games. And they decided to party all night last night because they made the playoffs. The Rangers, the Houston Astros, they just did a toast, went to sleep, came to play today, took care of business and won, while the Rangers lost. We owned the tiebreaker because we tied with them, same record, but we owned them because we beat them more times, you know what I mean? And guess what? We're in first place now. Rangers, the ALDS, we won the AOS. So now, ganamos nosotros y descansamos una semana, gracias a Dios. Y Rangers, after partying so hard and losing today, now have to go face a real difficult team, which are Tampa Bay Rays, and they're a powerhouse. They're really good, Carla. Not only that, but they also awarded themselves, imagínate que les ganan. They also had to face the Orioles next, which is another powerful, team. So now the Astros that they won, descansamos una semana, and we get to wait a week and get all our players healthy, rested up, and we get to face the Twins or the Blue Jays, which is like the weakest link of that whole entire American League division. So we're gonna we're gonna be dangerous, dude. You know what I mean? And everybody slept on us, and I'm so happy this happened, this outcome happened, and just made my day. I'm so happy, Carla. It sucks that I don't have no friends, but I'm so grateful to have you, porque me contestas. Si no me contestas, me hablas para atrás. You know what I mean? And
why can't those rookies in the Crucible be more like you?
Was it me? I didn't know what your boyfriend do. You're with your boyfriend.
Don't waste it.
I told you, having guy friends just doesn't work, dude. It doesn't.
Be safe out there, Guardian. I am at your service.
Yeah, it would bother anybody. It would bother me if I had a girlfriend and they had like a guy friend. Fuck yeah, 100%. I know exactly where he's coming from. 100%. What did you say about it? Like, what was your defense?
Checking.
We don't hang out at all. We don't. Our chemistry is just so uptight that he thinks we do hang out. If I'm willing to go out of my way to pick you up, are you sure you got never hung out type of deal, or yeah. Well, I didn't know. I mean, I was trying to be safe, to be honest. You know, I didn't mean it like in any type of way. And I completely understand that shit, dude. I was in the wrong by saying it, and I take full responsibility. Paro, go out. Él necesita que entender eso. Yo no salgo para nada. Yo ni te invito ni a un lugar, Carla. Yo nomás te hablo, and then we will make plans, and we never even follow through and do anything. Like, we don't. And he sees me as a threat, like 100%. Yeah. Oh yeah, I would too. Like me, if I see somebody just fucking like open the door for her, I'll 100% be like, yeah, you guys got something going on or something. You know what I mean? Because it felt like he knew you. As in what? Like trying to work things out and stuff like that.
Welcome back. Check.
But you can't be mad at him. You can't. And that's me being like, saying it as a guy's point of view, you know? You can't, because like, I would think the same way. Any guy would think the same way. And, I mean, I'm sure he told you, like, he doesn't like you talking to him, and talking to me or whatnot, you know? Man, I feel it. No, that's completely understandable, dude.
The Crucible beckons, Guardian. Will you answer? There's a love of the fight in you, I think. Come back anytime.
Yeah. No, I understand. Shit. I'm sorry, Carly. I am.
Hey, look alive, hotshot.
And, I'm rooting for you guys.
Be smart with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. No, I'm just saying, I understand where he's coming from, dude. Like I do. No, guys are very jealous, and I can see, like, if I have a girlfriend, and I'm trying to work it out with her, and things aren't going well, and she has a guy friend that they just fucking hit it off when they talk on the phone, I'll be fucking jealous.
You gonna hang out with your clan today?
That's just our friendship. We can't help it. We're fucking tight. You know what I mean? That's how we talk to one another. We're cool. Like the numbers, like the chemistry's there. You can't help it, dude. It's really not. That's what friends are for. I'm grateful to have you as a friend. Like, but I am willing to take a step back, dude, for you and your boyfriend to try to make things work out. Like 100%. You know, I don't want to be like anything to ruin things, you know. And then at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out between you guys, then I wasn't the problem. It was him. He was the problem. You know. Not that I'm saying. Not that I'm saying it's not gonna work out, you know. But I'm just saying. No, really. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you also got to think about him and what he's going through. So, but if he does, like, if you haven't talked to him, be like, hey, I talked to Daniel, and he understands where you're coming from, and he's willing to take a step back. Like, I will stop calling you. Yeah. That's just how much, like, that's how much of a friend you are to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and somebody was jealous of you, then yeah, maybe you would. Yeah, you're an introvert like me. No, I get it. Well, yeah, but that's always in the beginning, Carly. That's because, you know, he's trying to build the relationship with you. And then once things get serious, then yeah, things change. That's how it goes. It always goes like that. No, it always goes like that, dude. Nah, está bien, pero pues you know, so, I won't say keep in touch, but I mean, just I wish you good luck. Yeah, thank you so much, Carter, for always being there for me. All right. Dormí muy bien en tu cama. Estaba muy cansado. Para que veas. Cansado. ¿Andaba roncando feo o qué?
Ni oí.
Ya, gracias a Dios, man.
Estaba viendo la televisión. Tengo que dormir.
¿Cuánto me dormí? ¿2 horas?
No me acuerdo, sí.
Ganaron los Astros, gracias a Dios. Ganamos y perdió otro equipo. Qué bueno. Ahora ya vamos descansando. Ahora podemos descansar y el otro equipo tiene que jugar otro equipo.
Hay que ver que perdió, ganó. Esta mañana dice, ahorita no hablo.
Ojalá que ganen, siempre. Porque nadie entiende el
No,
dinero.
perdió. Porque creo que ganó ¿cómo se llama? El luchador ese.
No, sí, de Canelo la pelea, ese sí perdió. Ese sí, pero ese era puesto pendejo. No, pero eso Michael lo aceptó porque la apuesta es que ese pierde Canelo, Mike gana 1000. Y se gana Canelo, Mike pierde 100. Entonces, claro que Canelo es favorito de ganar esa pelea. Pero nunca sabe uno. Por eso lo aceptó. Ya, $100 son $100, ni modo. Pero imagínate si perdió, ganó 1000. Pero eso está duro la apuesta. Bueno, pues ya estoy feliz, le leí 5 personas, nadie me contestó.
Todos hablan en sus vidas.
Nadie, ya no tengo amigos, hasta le leí Noel, no me contestó.
¿Por qué le regalan?
Porque no es mi amigo. Bueno, lo voy a levantar lonche, siempre tener algo para comer mañana, si Dios quiere. Ahí voy a levantar lonche para tener comida para mañana, si Dios quiere, para lonche. Como a las 9, si Dios quiere. Bueno, te quiero mucho.
Ahí me hablas cuando vengas. Bueno.
Bye.
Facing a double-digit deficit, joining Joe Montana and Steve Lopatski, Sal Powell with Casey Custom.
Listen, we've got 4 wins now. Any win is pretty sweet, but win. And we're finding ways to close out tight games. The offense needs the defense to show up, they show up. The defense needs the offense to show up, they show up. So we're playing good enough football to win games, but long way to go. A lot of penalties today, a lot of things to clean up, but I'm certainly happy to not go. A couple of times, gentlemen stood up and popped and smacked pretty good, hit some bombs. His toughness was obviously low. Yeah, I mean, obviously Jalen played lights out today. I think he delivered, especially down the stretch when it mattered most. He was there. That guy's one of the most poised individuals I've ever been around. Does not get rattled. And delivered probably his best performance of the season when we needed it most. So, huge game for him, AJ, all those guys.
Time locker room, down in this game. Probably didn't expect to be down. What was it like? What was the feeling like? What was the mood like? What was the feeling like?
It's fun to be aggressive. We made adjustments and we just had to come out and trade out at halftime, but we just and it just started coming together.
And we need to do like this for us. Jokingly thought to myself, I guess we want to play a little longer tonight, but I think a win like this does so much for the spirit of the team. Because winning is not easy. Winning is hard, and it's hard in this league, and it's very hard in this division.
It's a hell of a football team we played out there, but I think we got a hell of a football team in this locker room. Our guys came and they played their ass off. They deserve some credit. We're going to learn something from this, but again, that's a hell of a football team we played against.
All right, so the Eagles are at the Rams next week, and the Cowboys are at the 49ers. That's where Sam Howell sacked 5 times. In the last 60 seasons, the most times sacked in the team's first 4 games, David Carr, who did not end up well with the Houston Texans. David Carr again, he's got knocked around, and Sam Howell's going to need a lot more protection if he wants to survive his first full season as an NFL starter. So next week, Eagles are at the Rams, the Cowboys are at the 49ers. Tim, I want to ask you this. Among those 2 unbeatens, which team do you like more to get through the NFC back to the Super Bowl.
Look, there's a lot to like about Philadelphia, especially coming off of that sound from Jason Kelsey talking about the poise of Jalen Hurts. I mean, there's just so much poise in terms of how he handles these close games. I mean, it almost seems like he's never phased. Doesn't feel like any moment is too big, and I think he's certainly continues to improve as a player, which is remarkable. So, look, there's a lot to like about both football teams. I do think that when you look at Philadelphia, the leadership that they have, how that is all handled by Jalen Hurts and some of the other players, it's hard to go against that.
I can deal with that. So the Commanders, what are we going to do about Sam Howell? Obviously, there's a big-time protection problem in D.C. How do you get that fixed?
Yeah, Jim had mentioned about the college game before. There's a great actually that sacks are a sticky stack, meaning that what you do in college, that translates to the pros. He got sacked a lot at North Carolina. He's got to get rid of the balls faster. They got to call plays that allow that to happen. And for Sam Howell through the team, he's got to move to David Carter's career was truncated by the lack of protection and the sacks he took. And it's not sustainable. And during the division of Dallas, Philadelphia, and oh, by the way, the Giants, they should be able to rush the passer. So I like to see Coach Bieniemy make some adjustments that ball his hand a little bit quicker so he can survive, because there are reasons to be encouraged.
I know the total opposite. You're talking about the greatness of the Niners and the Eagles and the Broncos and the Bears. Someone who's got to win. A battle of 0-3 teams. It's been a tough start for Sean Payton, and it certainly looked like they were going to go to 0-4. Sleeves coming off, ready to go. Broncos down by as many as 21. Tim, Justin Fields was playing the game of his life, and then this happened.
Well, shoot, yeah, that thing like he's been playing great. He thought, hey, Chicago's turning it around, and then just an absolute terrible mistake upset.
Couldn't get the field goal here. Mike said they go for it, 4-1 to get stuck.
It's players now plays in critical positions. Give the ball to Justin Fields, and by the way, put him under center in short yardage, throwing a shotgun, and then taking out Justin Fields' hands.
Will Lutz from 51. I mention this because Will Lutz played for Sean Payton in New Orleans. That's got to feel good. And then after a near flawless first half team, as you mentioned, Kareem Jackson will pick off Justin Fields, and the Broncos rally from 21 down to win.
That's a devastating loss for a team that's been struggling.
No question. Russell Wilson was down 14 entering the fourth. The 21 down was the big lead for Chicago. Stayed on and stay with me. They continued to rock. Broncos country finally run with Russell, what finally paid off. He orchestrated the 36th game-winning drive of his career, second most behind Matthew Stafford, one of those today, in fact, in the Rams. Big win. That goes back to 2012 when Wilson entered the league. Sean Payton got a game ball from head coach Greg Penner, his quarterback and others sounded.
Yeah, it was huge for us. We were all in this thing together. It was a we thing, and everybody just believed. It was a beautiful demonstration of resilience. Beautiful demonstration of just not giving up and not giving in.
And it was a happy yard, so I felt very confident on getting that right there. And every situation is different. You got to look at the game in its entirety. And I think that the way we were running the football and the confidence that we had on offense in that moment, I would say that, we're going to do that right there.
As a player, you want your head coach to be able to trust you in that situation. But like I said, we would have got it. And up here talking about how great of a call that was. So just didn't go our way. Missed the block backside and just got to execute.
Again, you just watched the first half, you're like, wow, the Broncos might lose by 50 again. Teams was that great, 335, 4 touchdowns in the loss. The third Bears quarterbacks season started the first track back in 1950 to throw 4 passing touchdowns in a loss to George Blanda and Eric Kramer with that distinction. By the way, Kramer once played for the
Team going with the teams where you're trying to get a win. Vikings, Panthers, both 0-3. Back after the ankle injury for Cousins and the Vikings early first quarter.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Franklin Jr. intercepted. Tim, keep your eye on Deshaun Jameson picking up speed. Scoring 20.6 mile an hour. And oh my goodness, how does it feel to get laid out like that, Tim?
That's just injury and insult on top of it all. They do a good job of passing off. Get down near the goal line. And obviously tremendous hustle. So it isn't just a long adjustment return and they got to be on offense. They're taking it for the score.
Being a quarterback hurts. That's like getting hit by a moped right there. 21 mile an hour. Third quarter, Panthers jump off sides, free play. Justin Jefferson, like this guy is incredible.
Yep, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns today, and in the red zone, that's the guy who won.
Late point. Panthers facing 4th and goal. Harrison Smith around the edge. Another huge sack on Young. 3 sacks for Smith. Vikings survive, win 21-13. Kevin O'Connell had your Vikings bounce back.
Our main goal today was we wanted to start fast, which we were in the midst of doing, and then what an ultimate momentum changer there. But you kind of had your way down the field, and then they ended up with 7 points. Tough to swallow early on in the game, but I thought it was a great test of our guys just continuing to play.
You got to play your schedule and just stay the course. But certainly at some point you got to start stacking up wins, and so it was every one of them was important. And I go back to last year, we created some breathing room with the way we were 10-2 or whatever, where we still didn't feel like you had created breathing room. You feel like you got a lot of this division, you run out of weeks. So I don't know if your record ever can be good enough where you feel like you're doing what you need to be doing. I think sometimes the opposite is also true. No matter how many losses you have, there's still a lot to play for and you can fight your way back.
Well, while he didn't get the 140 yards he's had in each of his first 3 games, Justin Jefferson did record 85 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns for the Vikings win. Now has 543 yards in the season. It's tied for the 4th most in the first 4 games of the season in NFL history.
Vikings getting out of their rut. Bengals are still in theirs. Derrick Henry, Mike, was equal opportunity. Here, the conventional score. We'll get to the other one in a second.
Yeah, when he's rolling, he's so hard to tackle. You see this a lot more at home, and Cincinnati has really struggled on defense this year. A lot of missed tackles that we're seeing here against you.
No question. It's 17-3. We're going to dig into the Bengals' problems there. We're starting with their quarterback in a second. And for a play, Tim, this was the Titans quarterback. Henry back there alone with a gun.
Let's go. A little creativity. They've done this before. Sometimes he's the ball carrier. Sometimes a little pass backside of the tight end doesn't hurt either.
How about that? Non-QBs in the Super Bowl era, 100 scrimmage yards and a passing touchdown. Almost all of those guys have full jackets. 27-3 the final. I mentioned that stat about the 100 scrimmage yards and the passing touchdown. In the past 45 years, the only players with more such games, LT, the running back, and Sweetness himself. A sweet victory for Tennessee. We'll have that for you in just a second with Ryan Tannehill. As I mentioned, 100 scrimmage yards and a passing touchdowns in the last 4.5 decades. Look at that list. Burrow is struggling. We'll dig in with more on him in a second, but first, his opposite number, the quarterback. Not Kevin Kennedy, Ryan Tannehill.
I love winning. I love winning at home. Those guys have over the past few years, so good to get on the right side of that.
Which is unacceptable there. Going in this game, Tennessee controlled the game really from start to finish. They executed. They beat us in every situation. Hats off to them. They outplayed us today.
I'm open.
We want to win games, and we haven't been. We're not going to let anything like that.
Posting this for absolutely no reason because the girls are sitting fucking beautifully.
First quarter, so we got 1 quarter here to get through.
Posting this for absolutely no reason because the girls are sitting fucking beautifully, so why not post it? This bodysuit romper jumper is perfect for my girls. So go ahead and look. Posting this for absolutely no reason. Posting this for absolutely no reason.
And then we know that essentially when he was 0-2, he said, I have to play because the alternative is we go 0-3. Well, now they're 1-3. What are you seeing, QB to QB, that's causing him to struggle?
Can't move, sir. But plain and simple, he can't move, and that's a problem for Cincinnati. Listen, is he a pocket passer? Sure. Is he good for the pocket? Yes. But he is an excellent creator of offense. He's slippery in the pocket, but he's been a statue back there. Here's a good example. 3rd and 7. You know exactly where you're going to find him. The pocket collapses here. You can try to escape. Similar situation on 2nd down here. Pocket freezes. Look, that does not look like Joe Burrow. Not even trying to get out of there. 4th down. You have to move. And he's reluctant and knows he can't move. And Tennessee's able to hunt him down. They are not the same offense when he is not healthy, which he clearly isn't. And I would probably have to take a look at, you know, if it actually makes more sense to say, look, we actually need you to get to 100%, even if it means we take it on the chin for the next couple of weeks. But right now, he doesn't look like the same quarterback.
Like 400 total yards for the Titans offense. 400. In fact, they were 8 for 13 on 3rd down. How does that happen?
You know, Tim did a great job talking about the quarterback of the offense. You look at the quarterback of the defense from a year ago, it was Jesse Bates, also Von Bell. When you lose 2 safeties like that, they are very young on the back end. I think they will get better, but they are pulling way too many coverages, and things are not tight back there. And when that happens, you're going to see plays like this with DeAndre Hopkins. That is way too much space in an NFL game. Corners expecting the safety to go to the top. And here on the pop pass, a more veteran, savvy defense. Look, they're going to defend the world with Derrick Henry. We all know that, but that's going to be in the back of your mind. That should get better as the year goes on. And I'm sure, guys, the plan was, hey, the offense will carry us early as our defense gets that necessary experience.
Burrow, no touchdowns. Bengals scored 3 and lose. Mac Jones, no touchdowns. Patriots scored 3 and lose. Here's Mac. Who wants to
Yeah, I think it's not good for what I did. Can't the ball. Definitely not to learn from. Definitely disappointed myself. Not feeling like I play well better.
You can win exclusive swag and free credit.
This is what I envision, man, Texas football look like.
NFL standings.
Just to confirm, you'd like to call Steph. Okay.
It's here, and it's exclusively on the ESPN family of networks. 3 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday. Rangers Rays get you going on ABC. Blue Jays Twins on ESPN, 4:30 Eastern. The National League picks it up at night on ESPN 2 and ESPN. Got about a minute to go on the show, which allows us just enough time to state your case for World Series trip. That's who you go.
I don't like this Astros Phillies rematch. I think because the Astros are in a better position after today, I think they get to the World Series and the Phillies take it.
Now, 1-800-396-5137. 1-800-396-5137. Again, that's 1-800-396-5137.
Final day of the season, 161 games down, 1 to go. The Blue Jays, Astros, Diamondbacks, Marlins, and Rangers still had no idea where they were going to be on Tuesday. Matchups remain up in the air. Host cities were still undecided. We, of course, know the teams. All 12 playoff spots have been secured. But 5 seeds were still in play start of the day, including who's going to win the
96-5137. Again, that's 1-800-396-5137.
Final day of the season, 161 games down, 1 to go. The Blue Jays, Astros, Diamondbacks, Marlins, and Rangers
still had no idea where they were going to be on Tuesday. Matchups remain up in the air. Host cities were still undecided. We, of course, know the teams. All 12 playoff spots have been secured, but 5 seeds were still in play start of the day, including who's going to win the AL West. We came in with the Rangers in control of their destiny, a win, and they would wrap up the West. A loss and a Houston win, and the Astros would win the West and drop Texas to the wild card. So here we go. Dane Dunning on the mound, pitching on 3 days rest, as Dunning has put together a really nice year.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, and with all the injuries they've had in that rotation, Max Scherzer, Jacob deGrom, John Gray most recently, Dane Dunning has earned his spot in that playoff rotation.
Seattle, of course, start of the week, had a shot to make it. They were eliminated earlier this week. George Kirby was on his game.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that we've seen now kind of really become big in the big leagues, throwing that fastball, being able to have the command. That's big for him.
Just hit the knuckleball.
Nasty.
Hit the knuckleball.
Is that a knuckle?
Bottom 4, Martin Perez on, facing Dominic Canzone. Bases loaded, 1 out. Weekly hit. Nathaniel Lowe steps on first, but the throw home, not in time. Eugenio Suarez is in. Seattle takes a 1-0 lead.
It's the right play, but it just developed a little bit slower than it should have. I thought he should have had a little bit more urgency to get the out at home.
Later in the inning, Josh Rojas taps out to first. Perez, 3 2/3 innings out of the pen. Fast forward to the 9th. The Rangers have the guys up they want coming up, and they don't deliver.
Yeah, you see some nasty sliders here from Campbell, but these are the guys that you want when the game is on the line. You're looking to get it done. Just a couple of swings that were off balance. But yep, you said it. Those are the guys you gave the money to. They're supposed to come up.
Isaiah Campbell comes on and shuts down Simeon, Seager, and Garver with the tying run on first base. And so the Rangers, again, with everything to play for, don't hold up their end of the bargain, but the ball is on the racket of the Houston Astros, who were in Arizona going for the sweep. 2 pitches into the game, that's Alex Bregman.
Look, the Houston Astros are not going to go down lightly, and they're certainly not going to go down without swinging. They realize that winning this gives them a week off, and they want that week off badly, not just to reset their rotation, but to get a breather.
That's how about what that guy did this time of year last year.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's one of the guys that, in Jeremy Pena, we have to keep our eyes on going into the postseason. We know he shows up in the big moment.
I mean, again, you go through this lineup 1 through 9, and we'll do a chapter and verse. Kyle Tucker, another lethal bat.
Yeah, that's not good by Jake McCarthy. And it gets worse, too. This sort of encapsulated the weekend for the Diamondbacks. They are a wild card team, but they're a wild card team as much because the Chicago Cubs and Cincinnati Reds were bad as the fact that the Diamondbacks earned it.
And then how about this guy heating up in September?
Yeah, I mean, this is what you give him the money for, right? You think he's going to come over, be productive. It was inconsistent early on in the season, but this is what you're looking for moving into the postseason. You know, he's got the power. He's able to drive guys in left and right.
It wasn't inconsistent. Jose Abreu was bad earlier this year. If they get this Jose Abreu in the playoffs, we always say this, watch out. It's the Houston Astros doing what they do in October. This is their time of year. And the fact that they won the AL West again, does it really surprise you guys?
But he's got the power. He's able to drive guys in left and right.
It wasn't inconsistent. Jose Abreu was bad earlier this year. If they get this Jose Abreu in the playoffs, we always say this, watch out. It's the Houston Astros doing what they do in October. This is their time of year. And the fact that they won the AL West again, does it really surprise you guys? Even though they were clawing from behind, it's not a surprise to see them there at the end of the year.
We cannot underscore the fact more that the Texas Rangers had a chance to win the American League West and have a week off. Instead, they dropped to the second wild card. They'll be playing on Tuesday.
And obviously, you're happy to get into the postseason, but you look at the opportunity to get yourself that early bye, right? And be able to set your pitching the way you want it to have the rest. You think about those guys that have been playing 150. They had 4 or 5 guys that were all-stars that were all hurt during July and August. Be able to get that rest. They weren't able to get that done, and it's disappointing, but they do get into the postseason.
You know what the Texas Rangers have done to themselves? The first matchup, they have to beat the Tampa Bay Rays over 3 games. And if they manage to do that, they get the distinct pleasure of facing the Baltimore Orioles. The 2 best teams in the American League are who the Rangers have to face now because they couldn't win 1 game this weekend. They couldn't win 1 game over a Seattle Mariners team. Well, I guess they won yesterday. But they couldn't win 2 games. They couldn't win 1 today when they needed it.
And really, it was the offense today. That's one area in which they've kind of come back to life in September. We saw them go through that lull in August, and the offense couldn't get going today when they needed it most.
Let me sell it in a different way here. This is a Texas team that has blown so hot and cold. They got off to that tremendous start, really cratered, came on late when they needed to, sputtered down the stretch. It's the rest-rust debate here. Do you buy any of that from a Texas perspective?
Not necessarily. I think obviously you can benefit from having rest, and you look at this team. This is a team that struggled all last year, right? This wasn't a team that necessarily was going to be in this, that everybody thought was going to be in this position. Now I look at, you got to give credit to Bruce Bochy because this is a team that really didn't even look like they might get to the postseason in August. They turned it around and got themselves back in this position.
At the same time, it's not the position they should be. And I think there's going to be regret from the Texas Rangers because they spent 161 games trying to put themselves in a position to win 1, and then they went and got shut out in that last one.
With that lineup, again, I mean, we talked about what Simeon did leading the American League in hits, and what a year Corey Seager had. If not for Ohtani, likely the American League MVP. I want to circle back to Houston one more time. We had so many questions about this team until this morning, and now they're the American League West champion. Is there any doubt in your mind that the Astros can't run the table here and make it to the World Series?
I really don't have any doubt. I think the thing for me is the depth in this lineup, and then you look at bringing back a Justin Verlander from the trade deadline. He's most recently had some good outings. He can be that Cy Young guy we saw from last year, but they have depth in the rotation as well. To me, they have all the answers that you need moving into the postseason.
Is it wrong that I have questions about that lineup with the way some
with
the way some of the guys have produced this year? You know, Alex Bregman doesn't have the slug that he did once. I have no doubt about Jordan Alvarez, one of the best hitters in baseball. No doubt about Jose Altuve, what he's doing this deep into his career. He is an incredible player. Kyle Tucker's a guy who's going to get MVP votes this year. He's been fantastic. It's the rest of the lineup that I'm not quite so sure about. And it's the rotation where Verlander's been good. He hasn't been great. Fromber's been good. He hasn't been great. Javier's struggled a little bit this year. The best part of the Astros right now is their bullpen. Brian Abreu's been unhittable in the second half. Ryan Presley's fantastic. Hector Neris, a 170 ERA this year. Their bullpen, I think, has a chance to be a real separator. I don't know, though, that we can look at the Astros lineup and say that just because it's October, they're necessarily going to score runs in bunches the way they have it.
But I do look at guys that have stepped up. I look at Chas McCormick, who's turned himself into an amazing player this year. Mauricio Dubon, when Altuve's been out, really stepped up. So for me, the depth of the lineup has really helped this team to where they don't have to have pressure on the big guys like Jordan, Kyle Tucker, Altuve all the time, and those guys will still perform.
Listen, when you win 6, or when you get to the ALCS 6 consecutive years, maybe I just take that for granted. Here's the thing, I shouldn't, because they have earned it every year but one, maybe. But they've earned it in recent years, especially. You have to go there.
Wink, wink. Yep. I just think about the experience on this team, and even guys that you said maybe your question marks. Jose Abreu has had a tremendous month of September into October. Been there, done that. Jeremy Pena, World Series MVP a year ago. You go through that lineup, it is stacked. Much more on the Astros coming up. Want to get to the rest of the day throughout Major League Baseball, and we knew the Rays were locked into the 4th seed. A lot of implications for the Blue Jays to start the day. And Matt has had a tremendous month of September into October. Been there, done that. Jeremy Pena, World Series MVP a year ago. You go through that lineup, it is stacked. Much more on the Astros coming up. Want to get to the rest of the day throughout Major League Baseball, and we knew the Rays were locked into the 4th seed. A lot of implications for the Blue Jays to start the day. And man, Tampa came out slugging today.
Jeff, it's guys like young guys like Aranda that'll step up. It's the next man up mentality.
Jonathan Aranda has hit like 330 at AAA for the last 2 years and is just now getting a chance with the Rays. And the fact that they could just drop him in the lineup, the fact that Junior Caminero could hit an opposite field bomb, you know, at 20 years old coming up and playing, they're just so good.
If you're wearing the jersey, you can produce, and Texas gets, rather Tampa Bay gets 16 hits and a 12-8 win. AL Central champion Twins locked into the 3 seed, finishing out the regular season in Colorado. That's Edouard Julien, the RBI single there. For a Minnesota team, Jeff, you like this team.
I love this team. They can hit. They have a bunch of left-handed bats, so they match up well. They lead the American League in home runs, and they lead in strikeouts for pitching as well. Like, they are a dangerous team because I don't know that there's a special sauce for October, but when you got home runs and punch-outs, I'll take that all day.
X, how about, look, no postseason, obviously, in Colorado. Nolan Jones is a rookie. What do you do?
Yeah, that's a poke right there. Nolan Jones is going to be a special player moving forward. A lot of athleticism and a lot of pop in that game.
He needs to get some Rookie of the Year votes, by the way.
Yeah.
Juan Bouchard, a solo home run to left field. Colorado doesn't want this season to end. They're top 11 here as they pursue win 59. It's a 2-2 game. So here we go. The American League Wild Card Series are set. It will be Blue Jays Twins, Toronto. Again, we're waiting till the last day of the year to find out that Toronto will head to Minnesota. The team split the season series at 3-3. Texas heading to Tampa Bay. I mean, is there a better opening round series than Texas-Tampa Bay from the Toronto?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for this one. And I think maybe because I live in Tampa and I know it's going to be rocking a little bit, but also look at both of these teams have been through adversity. The Tampa Bay Rays lost their 3 top starters, right? Shane McClanahan, Drew Rasmussen, Jeffrey Springs. And you see this team still go out there and ball out. To me, it tells you about the depth in their rotation, and then bringing over a guy like Aaron Savali from Cleveland, but then also Tyler Glasnow stepped up. The rotation is deep. Now, it's going to be on these young guys that are going to have to step up, too. Josh Lowe in this lineup has been one of the big pieces of this. He's got to be one of those guys. Isak Peretti's got to do it, too. They've got to be able to have some of that depth come up and really perform going into the postseason.
They have lost 3 of their top 4 starters. They've lost their entire middle infield, with Wander Franco being out and Brandon Lau being done for the year. And yet, that team, that organization, is so deep and so good at what they do that despite missing all of those guys, I still think they're going to go to the World Series this year. I have a real appreciation for the way that the Tampa Bay Rays have built that team and for the principles that they have there in terms of developing players and developing them the right way. Yeah. Like, they get it. And to do it with the payroll that they're doing it at, it's like, imagine if they actually had some money to go out and spend, or if they actually went out and spent some money, how much better they would be.
Right.
The adversity that they've overcome. And actually, I think we could talk about a lot of the stars who are going to be a part of the postseason and not get to Yandy Diaz. Yeah. He's a guy that could get American League MVP vote.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at a guy at the top of the order that consistently hits the ball all over the field and finds himself on base. Doesn't try to do a lot, but this year he elevated his game, started hitting more home runs, being able to drive the ball, a little launch angle. I think, to your point, too, a lot of that depth credit goes to Kevin Cash and what he's been able to do as far as put guys in a position to succeed. Because you get a whole bunch of guys on this roster coming up. You don't know who it is sometimes, but still being able to put those guys in a great position. Kevin Cash has done an amazing job.
And what I love most about what Kevin Cash does is how he manages that bullpen. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest strength of the Tampa Bay Rays right now. You've got Pete Fairbanks coming in at the back end of the game, blowing 100 miles per hour by guys. You've got Colin Poche and Jason Adam, left-hander. You've got Jason Adam. I mean, you can go 6, 7, 8. Robert Stevenson, since he's come over, has 60 strikeouts against 8 walks. Like, the Tampa Bay Rays bullpen, if they make it deep into this postseason, is what's going to be getting them there. And yet, let's look at the Rangers lineup, too. 1 through 9. Evan Carter against right-handers is hitting 9th, and he has like 1,050 OPS since he came up. That lineup can devastate any pitching staff.
Seager could be the American League MVP. Simeon's going to lead the American League in hits. Yandy Diaz for the Rays leading the American League in batting this year with a .330 average. We've just dipped our toe in the water, man. I mean, the champagne is flowing. in the National League as well. We're going to discuss the field and the matchups and who's jumping in pools and who's getting ready for October baseball. Coming up.
Fire up your movie collection. What's going on? I have something to show you. Disney and Pixar's Elemental.
For real?
Yes, ma'am. Disney and Pixar's Elemental. Buy it now on digital. Own it on Blu-ray today. Rated PG.
The Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Earn 2% cash back on what you want. Like a lightweight road bike, clip-in shoes, and a moisture-wicking jersey.
What? Is it too much? We're at 61 games down, 1 to go. The Blue Jays, Astros, Diamondbacks, Marlins, and Rangers still had no idea where they were going to be on Tuesday. Matchup.
Checking.
gentlemen, your attention, please.
I just wanted to remind you that Geico makes it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. In fact, it's so easy. It reminds me of a joke my mate told me. Now, a knuckleball catcher walk into a pool. Wow, they really like that one.
It's easy to Geico, official partner of Major League Baseball. Everybody to the Wild Wild West. A state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. Say what you say, but give me that ball beat from Dre. Let me serenade the streets of LA. From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down. Cali is ready to lay back down.
The new 2024 Jeep Wrangler is now available and starting at $33,890 MSRP. Visit Jeep.com for new inventory available near you.
These are the people who help you stay well. Searching lower prices and brands you love on the shelf. Behind the counter or in the aisles. Healthcare's better when it happens together. CVS Pharmacy. Healthcare happens together.
Over 1 million people have put Super Beats blood pressure support supplements to the test. And the numbers tell the story. We have over 66,000 5-star ratings and reviews. We're trusted by over 120 pro and college sports teams. We're America's #1 selling beet brand. The only one that's both the #1 doctor and #1 pharmacist recommended beet brand for heart health support. See why we've won the hearts of people across America and get started with a free month supply at superbeats.com.
Listen to live broadcast-free audio from every Major League club.
And Aaron Judge with some funk.
Stream video of minor league games.
That's the go-ahead grand slam.
And watch the best baseball highlights and look-ins on MLB Big Inning. The all-new At Bat is your all-in-one live baseball subscription for $3.99 per month. Subscribe to At Bat within the MLB app today.
A lot of the game day signs have been funny, many of them provocative. But there's only one sign that was first. That's me. My name is Bobby Merced, and this is the story of how Game Day got its signs. Back in '94, Game Day was coming to Lincoln. Got my sign out, and I started walking back and forth. The campus police said, no signs. But it was too late. Look at all the signs! I had already changed the world.
With Xavier Scruggs and Jeff Passan, Kevin Connors, Marlins and Pirates. Marlins win today. They would be the 5 seed and face the Phillies. This is Miguel Andujar, the RBI double.
Miguel Andujar still doing it with the Pirates. Just been looking for that one opportunity to stick with the team.
I think Jack Sawinski has earned an opportunity to stick with the team in Pittsburgh.
Jack Sawinski's got some real power. He plays a good outfield as well, and the Pirates are trying to play spoiler here.
Pirates finished up the year, I think, a lot better than folks thought they would. A 3-0 blanking of Miami. NL Central champion Brewers locked into the 3 seed. Boy, just a collapse by Chicago this final week of the season. There's Mark Canha.
He's been the best hitter in Milwaukee since he got there. And then Carlos Santana, Matt Arnold did a really good job at the deadline. Sort of under the radar moves to improve an offense that really is the only weakness of that team.
Next, look at the pop of Tyrone Taylor.
Yeah, we know that he has it. I think this is one of the differences for me with this Brewers team. If you see them hit some home runs during this postseason, we know that they're going to get some good starts. And they'll get some good finishes from Devin Williams. But if you have guys hitting homers, that's going to help you in a huge way.
And West champion Dodgers locked into the 2 seed and a wild card series bye, but playing to get to 100 wins today. And Ahmed Rosario, the RBI single.
It's another one of those trades at the deadline for the Dodgers. Give up El Syndergaard, who they knocked it on together, and he's playing against left-handers, and he's playing an important role for this team that loves platoons.
James out with the RBI single. And speaking of deadline acquisitions, PK Hernandez.
Well, PK Hernandez being back in LA, feeling comfortable. Obviously, a place that he's very familiar with. But the feeling he's going to help get his team in the competition. That like that, he's a good guy.
Walking the next team for the best record in baseball, and that's Marcell Ozuna, and that is the record-tying home run for Atlanta. Number 307 on the year.
I look at the
Milwaukee. Right back rotation, and Emery's bigger than that play pattern. You want to face the Blues.
I definitely don't. And like as a hitter, that's what gives me nightmares thinking about who's going to burn and Toronto. And then that's the one thing that means the offense is taking the money.
Patch opening and setting that perimeter tower to friendly. You're welcome.
Robinson's got this game back up. Not sure if SEC though, but it's been back up. South Florida, the young players come into this.
People will run moves in the open, but I worry we are missing a piece of our enemy's plan.
Maybe for now, but we'll have a war line up and running soon. Anyone can outplay Mercy in the garage. It's recipe for
offense. Because when you have Burns, Woodruff, and Peralta, when you have Milner, Uribe, and Williams at the back end of that, I love watching Devin Williams. It's the depth of that bullpen that really has been the hallmark this year. And much like Kevin Cash, Craig Counsell is masterful using his bullpen, understanding when to deploy guys, when to put them out there, and how to optimize the matchup.
And I think offensively, that could take some pressure off of those guys. Normally, you have guys, all three of those guys can go 6-7 innings at any point in the postseason. So if I'm a hitter, I'm like, okay, let me just not try to do a whole lot. Let's try to scratch 1 or 2 runs, and we're going to have an opportunity to turn those ball over.
But one of the interesting part about this series, because the Diamondbacks backed their way in the way they did, they had to burn Zach Allen, they had to burn Merrill Kelly, and they're probably going to be starting Brandon Pfaadt in Game 1. Which, mind you, there's a half Allen for Game 2, and as long as he's fitting in that series, that's what you want. They're going to have Kelly for Game 3, and if they happen to get past Milwaukee, they would have Gallen a couple more times in the division series. But it's just one of those situations where things aren't lining up ideally, and when you're facing a talent deficit, I think, like Arizona is compared to Milwaukee, you got to have everything you can lined up. That being said, the second best bullpen this September in all of baseball belongs to the Arizona Diamondbacks, which is shocking considering how bad they were before the trade.
Absolutely. You already have to look at the Diamondbacks. I know we'll probably touch on that more, but I look at, Corbin Carroll at the top of this order, one of the most offensive players we have in our game, and one of the smaller players, but we see the type of pop that not a lot of guys have. I look at a move that they brought over Tommy Pham from the Mets. He's been extremely productive. Ketel Marte has been not as hurt as he was last year. I think that was the biggest difference this year, just him being on the field. Christian Walker doesn't get enough props. I mean, the team is dangerous too.
I'm so glad you said that, because I think a lot of people are going to find out, Christian Walker, who's this guy? And whoa, he was a big time hitter. We talked about it, Jeff, before the show. Most home runs among all first basemen since the start of last season. Most home runs among all first basemen since the start of last season. Major top there, and then we line up in Arizona. We'll talk more about them. We'll also talk even the Miami Philadelphia series coming up. Champion as well. You can support your team into the home stretch at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, hats, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your favorite team at MLBshop.com. And we might get to the MVP discussion. I was 47 sitting here when we're talking about Ronald Acuna. That's coming up next.
When I go to the play, I don't think about nothing.
Windows are clear to move.
Just see the ball and hit the ball, that's it.
Acuna means business.
That ball is gone. Win every game counts.
This is Michelle, who gives you a shot. Rebecca is there when you feel not so hot. This is Larissa, who's feeling blown up. And this here is Winnie, who juiced up their cup. This is Victoria, helping women stay healthy. These are your kids, playing next to you, 50. Somebody can't help you find your new favorite color. And God helps find best for under $10. Whoever you are, wherever, whenever. At CVS, healthier happens together.
felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Exercise Pro, the natural stimulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation to natural drug-free ways. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Exercise Pro.
Ceramic drip coat restores oxidized drip effortlessly. Just wipe it off. It's guaranteed for 200 washes. Even dust won't stick to it. Keep your car looking professional. Selling your oxidized, faded trim car? Detailed cars sell for way more than faded cars. Look for thousands of 5-star reviews for yourself. Buy any of Ceramica's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today. The harder you push, the better we get. Introducing Copper Fit Ice, the world's first compression sleeve with a cooling sensation of menthol. The more you move, the more you'll feel the support. Our most advanced compression sleeve yet, a more durable heavyweight weave with seamless four-way stretch for continuous compression and faster recovery of sore muscles and joints. Copper Fit Ice. Get the full line of Copper Fit Ice compression at these fine stores. Swap for 162 grams. Now your shot glory is hanging by a thread. Moments is here. At the MLB Wildcard Series, Phoenix Tuesday on the Netflix and ESPN.
Everything we seem to do is made possible by what we do. We all have the strength to do what's possible. It's up to us to unlock it. Talk. Be your strongest.
I really just fell in love with the look and feel of the Timber Tech board. It just felt so realistic. I just wanted Timber Tech to feel welcoming to everything. That's what really fun.
Show the world what it means to be a fan at Fanatics.com. The world's largest collection of officially licensed games, all the leagues, teams, and players you love. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
This is Fubo TV. It's a better way to watch live news, shows, and sports without cable. Watch multiple games at once with multi. Try it free at FuboTV.com.
And balance and love the National League home runs and love Saturday, but the NL MVP conversation is between Jackson Jr. Excuse the most disturbing of the give it to Ronald and who you're doing right now. Because of the historic feature of 170, that's got to be one of the reasons. But also look at just the totality, the production from a stolen base standpoint, getting yourself in scoring position for the next guy coming out, scoring so many runs. Also look at defensively what he's done. He's a game changer in the biggest way. And he's the best player on the best team. To me, the biggest difference for him is go back a couple seasons ago and he struck out 188 times. And now he's basically cut that path. The fact that he put the ball in front of that much more, and there's that many more rockets around the stadium, that gives you that opportunity to be on base all the time.
He's so ridiculous what he's done cutting back the strikeouts this year.
A realm within shadows are. I do not have the time or the patience to explain it to you.
Then I haven't listened to listen. He is swinging with fewer pitches outside the zone.
Gripping on to smug superiority, as if the world could never advance beyond you.
An elite
I doubt your ego would allow the
while
capability
I understand the 40-70 argument, I always say, like, we have this obsession with round numbers that I don't understand. Ronald Acuna hit 39 home runs and stole 68 bases. Is he any less valuable? No. But I think the power-speed combination is what we really need to fall in love with. And the argument for Acuna, for me, is that he actually played just a few more games and had about 40 more plate appearances than Mookie Betts. And when you have two players who are so close production-wise, their OPS plus similar, weighted runs created plus similar, like everything in their offensive profiles are very similar. And then Mookie Betts has the addition that he plays second base, and that he plays shortstop, and that he allows the Dodgers to put this outfield with David Peralta and James Outman and Jason Hayward together against right-handers. There's a lot of value to be said for that, but you just look at what Acuna has done this year, it's hard not to give it to him.
And I look at kind of the rest of the players around the league, right? Mookie's the closest, but I also look at a guy that's hit 40 home runs is not stealing 70 bags. The guy who stole 70 bags is not hitting 40 home runs. And what it is as a player is to hit 40 home runs and then say, okay, I'm okay with still being aggressive on the base paths. Most guys will, okay, I'll take a step back. I'm being productive with the bat. And then the same thing with the stolen bases. He's doing it on both sides.
Here's where I hope this argument ends up. That Braves fans who say it's got to be Acuna acknowledge that a vote for Mookie Betts is very reasonable. And that Dodgers fans who say Mookie has to be the guy acknowledge that Ronald Acuna would be a perfectly okay vote. It's one of those years where we have two guys who are so spectacular that we almost want to just split it down the middle and call them both MVPs, but it doesn't work that way.
Jeff asking for a reason here among fans. By the way, another fact, we're going to have a 51-30 guy not win the MVP of that also incredible year individually and on the whole for 23 teams in the National League. We come back. Images of the week on the final week of the Major League season, including some farewells to legends and legendary skippers as well. It's all coming up next.
Here are the American League Central nominees for the 2023 Roberto Clemente Award, presented by Capital One.
Signature moment.
Sub-level doors opening now.
Roth's battle song emboldens the soldiers. End it.
Submine vault's locked down tight, but the maintenance shafts are just big enough to fit you and all that armor. Happy crawling.
I never knew there was a submine housed in Europa. Neither did the Vanguard's archives. Which submine is this?
I had the same question. Turns out it's not really a submine, not in the traditional sense. It's more like a foundational AI framework they all use. One big streaky eye. Guardian, take gouging. Data link established and transferring. We'll get what we can and bug out.
This process is painfully slow.
Not everything's as fast as transmat. We're moving a digital ton of data that was never meant to be moved like this.
There was a faster one, but someone crashed my orbital station into a moon. This moon, in fact.
From what I'm told, your station...
And one ball of emotion, a healthy one at that, coming out.
You guys are very active in the community there in Chicago. It's just because I understand the gravity of what I went through and what a lot of people are going through.
Miguel Cabrera sits 19 by himself all the time.
Passed the great Tony Boyd. Now he passes the great Robert Down, and he's still adding on.
Who else but Jose Ramirez comes through again? Mr. Reliable indeed.
Vote now for the 2023 World Clemente Award presented by Capital One and be entered for a chance to win 2 World Series tickets. Visit MLBtogether.com/Clemente21 for your chance to win.
Bravo!
For buying a treadmill?
You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One. It's simple with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, everywhere. That makes you the hero of every purchase. Heroes don't take the stairs.
Is this a parachute?
What's in your wallet?
You ever worry we'll live forever?
No, it's literally never crossed my mind. What if we live to like 100?
Try to go science. Only one enemy is left. You are back in the fight. The enemy team is full. We shook them. You are in the lead. Don't slow down.
Then they're gonna go and shit.
This one was for your end. Next time, my friend. Teams are even. Break the top.
That's 35 years of being retired. I don't want to outlive our money. And I've been eating all these stupid chances. I totally want to be 100. Why am I keep taking such good care of myself? Since you started working with Empower, we you're able to get all our financial questions answered. Really don't have to worry.
So you know, join 18 million Americans taking control of their financial future and empower what's next. Get started today at empower.com.
Over 1 million people have put Super Beats blood pressure support supplements to the test. And the numbers tell the story. We have over 66,000 5-star ratings and reviews. We're trusted by over 120 pro and college sports teams. We're America's #1 selling meat brand. The only one that's both the #1 doctor and #1 pharmacist recommended meat brand for heart health support. See why we put for people across America and get started with a free month supply at superbeats.com.
Hi, Bill Swift here. This is Flex Super Glue. Just one single drop virtually welds itself to the surface and can easily lift over. Besides, get the new Flex Super Glue.
My boy. Yeah, what are you up to?
Team is full. You can stand back up.
Yes, less energy, less ground. It's not your fault. It happens every day. Testosterone levels drop as you age.
The other team is
God, what a time of events.
This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels. Nugenix is the #1 doctor-recommended testosterone.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I said, what a turn of events, bro.
But you can only get your cup.
Dude, that was nuts. Fucking Rangers losing 1-0.
Dude, like, the whole entire season of leading the division, and all of a sudden, he fucking dropped the ball. Like the last fucking game, they went hard on partying, bro. You know what I mean? Last night, because they made it to the playoffs or whatnot, and but like Astros weren't even partying. They just took a sip of champagne. And that's it. You know, they got back to business. And
They said they were going to save the party for today.
yeah, and they went all out today, bro. They were celebrating with champagne and everything, just like the Rangers were, you know. And I love that, dog. I love that so much, man. Because I want the Rangers rivalry, and I hate them at the same time. But, you know what they put themselves through? Like, you know what just happened to you guys? Like, can you believe, like, you let the entire season, bro? For me, Rangers, like, they have an awesome lineup. I love Seager. I think he's amazing. He used to be considered MVP. And not only that, but
They just don't have pitching.
the bullpen sucks. The guy that they traded for Max sucks. I mean, Max is out for the season. He's done. And the guy they traded for Max is a stud, bro. Like, he was pitcher of the month. And I'm just like baffled, bro. Like, dude, you guys went from having a bye week and winning the division for the first time in so long to dropping the ball because you guys wanted to party so hard. And not only that, dude, but you guys are fucking facing the Rays on Tuesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. They went from being, like, if Astros would have lost or won, like, what happened was the best situation, right? But if Rangers would have won and Astros would have won, now we had to face the Rays, which would have been fucking terrible.
Yeah, because they're the powerhouse. They're the ones that are the most dangerous fucking wild card team out there. Twins, I ain't worried about, you know?
And so it was perfect, but
Twins and Blue Jays, I'm not worried about.
like what the first inning when we went up 4-0,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck.
On the second pitch, it was 2-0, Josh.
Yeah, I know, but I was watching it and I said, fuck. And everybody listening was like, what's wrong? And I was like, dude, like if Astros win this fucking game and the Rangers win, we have to play the fucking Rays. Like, that's fucking a horrible fucking situation.
And that's the gamble that the Astros took, bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's the fucking gamble they took. And we won.
So, it worked out. Hey, it worked out. But fuck.
Now we got a week off. It might hurt us because, you know, we get fucking rusty or whatnot. You know what I mean? But regardless.
Well, we haven't played good at home at all.
we haven't been home. We haven't been good at home at all. And regardless, dude, like we don't have to face the fucking Rays, dog, and get knocked out and be mocked at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is that the fucking Rangers, if somehow, which I highly doubt, they get past the fucking Rays, they gotta face the Baltimore.
Well, you gotta get past the Rays. They get past the Rays. They gotta play the Orioles.
They gotta face the Orioles, dude. Dog, they don't get a. They don't get a break, dog. They don't. And I love it. I love it. I love it. All that shit they were talking all year, because I follow their fan page. Oh my god, bro, it's fucking beautiful, dude. It's beautiful.
They gotta go through the two hardest fucking teams in the fucking AL.
With all their injuries and no pitching.
Yeah, and we get fucking either Minnesota or fucking
Blue Jays, which I'm okay with, dude. I would love to face either team because they got Correa or Springer, dude. You know.
Yeah, we're either fucking Correa or Springer, which is awesome.
And I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it, bro. Yeah. I'm all for it. And so I'm excited, bro. It made my day. We got the best outcome. We stole the division. And all these memes are fucking hilarious because the Rangers could not buy a run with their power lineup and all that money they spent. And yeah, dude, I just I needed somebody to talk to, bro, because I ain't got no friends.
What do you mean? You're popular.
I ain't popular, bro. You're my only few friends, dog.
You should have came yesterday. It was fun.
Where'd you end up? You went to McIntyre's?
Yeah, I was there at McIntyre's, watched the fight. The fight ended, and then we went to Tokyo.
Was it a good fight?
Canelo demanded the whole fight the whole time. Like there was no like fucking like there may have been one round that other motherfucker won, but yeah, no, it was like
Canelo was in full control. Yeah, and you guys had the late night games, right, with the Astros and shit.
And we watched the Astros there, and we watched the Notre Dame Duke game there. We got there at 7.
It is good to take a moment
and watched. At first, it was just me and 2 friends. They got there when I posted, "Oh, here I am with no friends."
Yeah.
People there with me, but
no, I do that all the time, bro. I like people doing that. Like, oh shit, you ain't got nobody out, on my way, type deal, you know?
Yeah. And then, but I do it for comment. That's why I have the table reserved over there.
That's what's up.
They ended up being, what was it? It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, where did you guys go to after hours?
No, we didn't go to after hours.
What you see? Went afterwards. You went elsewhere, right? After
McIntyre's, I went to Tokyo Joe's. It was still 4-2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. We went there. We got there around like 12:30.
12:30.
Yeah. I went home at like 1:30. I went home.
Any baddies?
Dude, there were some fucking fine-ass women out yesterday, bro.
But man, these fucking girls are so big-headed with their Instagram, dog. It's just so hard to get, bro, you know?
Oh, dude, it's fucking stupid, dog. So, did I tell you the other day I went out and, I fucking, this girl, I was at the Pasadena cook-off. It was like a tiny version of the Houston cook-off, the Eastern Burrito cook-off that's in Pasadena. But one of my vendors had a tent there, so it was all free food, free drinks, everything. There was some fucking good barbecue, too. Then she won second overall, first place. They had first place in ribs, 4th place in brisket, and then 10th place in chicken, and then they were number 2 overall.
Can't beat it.
And so I partied there with those guys. I said it was a work thing, but I'm cool with the people. Like I just went to Miami with them and everything. With these guys, they paid for my Miami trip. Paid for my Miami trip and shit. But
are they clients or coworkers or?
No, they're vendors of mine. So I'm their client. I buy shit from them.
Oh, that's what's up.
and so then, we were just fucking drinking and everything, so they were there with me. So the whole tab was free and everything yesterday too.
All you can eat, all you can drink. Can't beat it.
Hell no.
Did you make it home safe?
What's up?
Did you already make it home?
Yeah, I just got home from my friends right now, but what the fuck, man? This elevator ain't working.
Yeah, that's me over here, dude. My elevators never work.
Fuck.
The lighthouse stands as
No siree.
But yeah, no, it was a good night yesterday.
And today?
Well, today I just hung out with I went to a baby shower. Well, the Astros thing was great, yes. I went to a baby shower, and then I went to my friend's house to the game. So I just drunk at his house.
Yeah, so I'm just hyped about that whole entire thing, bro. And I'm just like, we get to enjoy other teams beat each other up.
But yeah, so fucking, when I was at that Pasadena thing, there was these, dude's a fucking idiot. There was these girls that showed up to the tent. So I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm in the VIP area and shit, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna invite these hoes up here. So I invited these 3 girls up, and I started hanging out and talking with them. And fucking, this one hoe, like, she gets up there, some bullshit with her, and she gave me her phone number, like, immediately, right?
Uh-huh.
And then, I'm drinking and partying with them, and it was like, the girl I was talking to, was her cousin's birthday, she was saying, so we took shots, and we were partying and shit, and then they were leaving to go to, like, an actual bar. I was like, okay, cool, I was like, whatever, and I already had her phone number, so I was like, I didn't need anything else, you know, so.
So you go for the number, you don't go for the social media?
Well, usually if I ask for something, I ask for social media.
Same.
But like I said, I didn't need to ask. I was like, well, she gave me her phone number right up front. So I was like, fucking, I don't need to do anything else. Well, she was like literally leaving. She was like halfway to the door to leave. She turns back around, comes back over to me, and she was like, oh, I forgot to give you my Instagram. I was like, oh shit, okay. So then I got her Instagram and everything like that. No big deal. So I tried to hit her up the other day. I texted her, and she has her fucking red receipts on fucking iPhone on. So this bitch read my shit and then never fucking replied back.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, bitch, like, I almost wanted to text back and like, damn, alright, just leave me on red, but why would you want to give me your number so bad? What the fuck, bitch?
Right.
Like, that's the shit that pisses me off. It's like just tell me, don't act that way if you ain't about anything.
Dog, I just got a phone call from one of my close friends saying that her boyfriend is not comfortable with her talking to me, so I have to take a step back. So I don't blame him, dude. I understand the game, dude. Like, I'll feel the same way, you know?
But no, but it's like, I didn't ask for her number. She gave it to me immediately.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, bro. You know what I mean? What about her? What's her Instagram looking like?
It's on her. She's a real estate agent.
Oh, shit.
Her houses and shit.
That's what's up. But like 1,000 followers or low, above or low? Below.
I have to go look.
That's, you know, that I look at stuff like that, bro. If girls have like over 3,000 followers, bro, then that's too much for me. And I'm not gonna waste my time sometimes, bro, you know? If a girl has 800 followers, then yeah, I'll definitely shoot my shot. Because girls that have over like 3,000 followers are only seeking attention, that's it.
Shit, 2,700.
You see, there you go. They're only looking for attention, bro. And that's just the way I look at life nowadays. If a girl has 800 or 500, man, that's fucking beautiful, dog. I'm all in. I'm shooting my shot, whatnot, you know? And that's it. But when girls have, like, they're in the thousands, bro, then yeah, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and fucking try to shoot my shot and waste my fucking time.
Well, I never even thought of it like that, but like I said, I was just like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, you're the one that fucking, like, gave me your shit. I didn't ask for this shit.
Nah, I'd be like that sometimes, you know?
And I'm just like, alright, bitch, well, fuck.
Right. Move on to the next one, brother.
Exactly.
But shit, Astros won, baby. Let's go.
Yep, now I just gotta get my playoff ticket.
Yup. Shit, I'll be watching from work, man, because your boy is on, what do you call it?
Every day I look.
They won't let me leave.
I see the heroes among us.
What do you mean?
I don't know, bro. They got me fucking overworking, dude.
I thought you said they cut your hours.
They do. They cut my hours. Like, I got into this argument because, like, so that's when the whole fight started, bro. Like, I didn't have no PTO, and I only had 35 hours for the week. And and I was like, hey, is it cool if I make up the 5 hours over the weekend, you know, because we got work. And they're like, no, on the LJA, 35 hours technically is full time, so just charge that. I'm like, wow. I'm going out of my way to ask you this when I could have gone elsewhere and asked somebody else this, and they would let me slide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt, and it just got ugly from there, dog. So that paycheck hurt, you know?
Yeah.
And it just pissed me the fuck off, dog. It really did, because I missed a day.
You were sick or something?
Nah, just didn't feel like going in, dog. You know how it goes. You ever have those days, bro?
I do, but I usually go in still.
You still go in?
Dude, I almost have to, man. I'm actually management and shit at my company now.
I see the heroes among us. We cannot.
Like, I have fucking employees actually under me. Like, I'm their boss and stuff.
Bro, give me a job with you, dog.
I've asked you if you want to get a drafting job.
I'm going to send you my resume tomorrow, okay? I'm going to send you my email, too.
Because I'll tell you right now, they're not going to offer you a lot of money because your industry's different.
No, I'm saying just for, like, 2024. No rush.
Like, what do you make right now?
I don't like talking about money, but if things get serious, then I will.
Well, we're hiring people. Like, legitimately, we're trying to hire people.
Yeah, and I'm willing to, like, step out of my comfort zone and go elsewhere and fucking do what I do best, learn.
So, but like I said, it won't be. Because they won't be able to count you as a mid or a high level guy because you're not in our industry.
Yeah, but the thing is I'm a loyal guy. I've been at my
I'm just telling you.
I've been at my last company for 5 years, and this company I'm at 11 years, so they know I got the, what do you call it? I can, like, learn the program or whatever you guys do and stay long term or retire till retirement, you know?
Yeah.
So that's there, bro. My work ethics are there.
Well, yeah, just send me your resume, shit, and I can.
Just let me know, dude.
I can talk to the so that's the different guy. That's Tim Trotter, who's in charge of the drafters. But I can tell them.
Yeah, that works.
Hey, man. So.
Yeah. I mean, that alone, just, you know, but I'm not in no rush. You know, I'm still trying to get my bonus for the year, so we'll see how that plays out.
All right, man.
Appreciate it, my boy. It's good hearing from you.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good night.
If only you were with us at Twilight Gown, the problem of Aramis would have been solved long ago.
consider what stood out.
It is too bad the sundial has been decommissioned. So many others could be saved. Osiris must have good reason. Do not rush by. Come, see, take the time to breathe.
Not throwing in the towel. The situation is abundantly clear. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Against one of the most dynamic young power punchers in the game. He took that kind of beating and then was finished with a grand slam.